Hello, welcome to ANS Solver. This is the sixth question of the paper. So by first expanding sine 2x plus x, show that sine 3x is equal to 3 sine x minus 4 sine cube x. So let me focus on my LHS. So I have sine 3x here. Now sine 3x can be written as sine 2x plus x. Agreed? If you see, this is actually given in the form of sine a plus b, which can be written as sine a cos b plus cos a sine b. This is called the sine compound angle formula. So using this formula, I can write this as sine 2x cos x plus cos 2x sine x. Now, what I need to know is that sine 2x can be written as 2 sine x cos x into cos x. Okay, this is a trigo identity you need to know. That this is the first trigo identity. This is the second trigo identity, that sine 2x is equal to 2 sine x cos x. Now, I have cos 2x here. So another trigo identity which states that cos 2x can be written as 2 sine square x, sorry, the other way around, 1 minus 2 sine square x. You can use this. There are two formulas, but you can use this because you have a sine here already. So I have 1 minus 2 sine square x into sine x. So now I can write this as 2 sine x cos square x, okay, plus sine x minus 2 sine cube x. Got it? Got this much? Now what I need to do is simply, I have cos square x here. I know that cos square x plus sine square x is equal to 1. So I can write this as cos square x equals to 1 minus sine square x. Correct? Another trigo identity. So this is basically 2 sine x into 1 minus sine square x plus sine x minus 2 sine cube x. So now I can write this as 2 sine x, okay, basically taking this inside the bracket, minus 2 sine cube x plus sine x minus 2 sine cube x. So now 2 sine x plus sine x can give me 3 sine x, which I need, and minus 2 sine cube x and minus 2 sine cube x can give me minus 4 sine cube x, which I need. So this is what I needed to prove, which I proved. Okay, so see how many trigo identities you needed to know for this question. So you need to be thorough with your identities, okay, to crack a question like this. Now show, using all necessary working, the integration of sine cube x with the limits of 0 and 1 over 3 pi. So you need to know that the integration of sine cube x is not simple. So basically I have the integration of 0 to 1 over 3 pi and sine cube x here dx. But I know sine cube x cannot be integrated directly. It needs to be converted into a better form. So from the above question, I know sine 3x, okay, is equal to 3 sine x minus 4 sine cube x. So 3 sine x minus 4 sine cube x. If you see here, I need a sine cube x, I have a sine cube x here. So I can write this as 4 sine cube x equals to 3 sine x minus sine 3x. Okay, so now I can write this as sine cube x equals to 3 sine x over 4 minus sine 3x over 4. Correct? This is what I know. This is sine cube x, not sine 3x. Just don't get mistaken. I'll just write it properly again. Okay, so now in the place of sine cube x, I can simply substitute this to get 0 to 1 over 3 pi with the integration 3 sine x over 4 minus sine 3x over 4 dx. Now I can write this as 0 to 1 over 3 pi 3 by 4 sine x dx. I basically split it minus the integration of 0 to 1 over 3 pi 1 over 4 sine 3x dx. So I can split this into parts now. So I can write this as 3 over 4 with the integration from 0 to 1 over 3 pi sine x dx. Simple. So now 3 over 4 multiplied by the integration of sine x, which I know is minus cos x, from 0 to 1 over 3 pi. So now I can write this basically as 3 over 4 with minus cos 1 over 3 pi minus cos 0. Okay, so now cos 1 over 3 pi, okay, sorry, I did a mistake, yeah, minus cos, you need to make sure you are on the, radian mode. Okay, that's the mistake I did right now. I tried to calculate in the degree mode, so you need to know. So minus cos 1 over 3 pi is basically minus 1 over 2. Minus cos 0 is minus 1. So I know I get 3 over 4, 1 minus half, where I get 3 over 4 into 1 by 2, where I simply get 3 over 8. Okay? So yeah. Now the other part. I can write this as 1 over 4 with the integration from 0 to 1 over 3 pi and sine 3x dx. So now I can write this as 1 over 4. Integration of sine is simply minus cos 3x over the coefficient of x, which is 3, with the limits 0 and 1 over 3 pi. So in the place of x, what I can do is, first I can put 1 over 3 pi. So you can calculate that. So minus cos 3 into 1 over 3 pi. Okay. So when I do that, I get my answer as 1 over 3 minus, now I put minus cos 0. So when I do that, I get my answer as minus 1 over 3. So the answer I get here is simply 1 over 4 with 1 over 3 plus 1 by 3, where I simply get 1 over 4 with 2 over 3. Got it? So now I can simply write this as 2 1s are, 2 2s are, to get 1 over 6. So now I can write this as 3 over 8, 1 over 6. The sign in middle will simply be a negative. Okay. So now I can simply solve this on my calci. 3 over 8 minus 1 over 6, which will give me my answer as 5 over 24, which is the final answer of the question.